Hey Web3 Curious listeners, today's episode is sponsored by Pizza Ninjas and BitLayer and was shot live at the BTC Bar in Seoul, Korea. First, we speak with the Pizza Ninja founder, Trevor Jones, about the vibrant atmosphere at the bar, the significance of Korea's growing Bitcoin community, and the innovative culture that supports it. Next, we get some interesting highlights about Trust Machines with CEO and co-founder Rena Shah. She reveals their upcoming launch of the redesigned leather wallet, which aims to simplify the Bitcoin experience for everyday users. Finally, we spoke with CJ, who is one of the original co-founders of the BTC Bar. He shares his journey of transforming the bar into a hub for community and offers advice for aspiring entrepreneurs looking to start their own bars by emphasizing the importance of community and a strong concept. All of this and more at the Edge of NFT. Cue the intro.
Welcome to the Edge of NFT, the podcast that brings you the top 1% of Web3 today and what will stand the test of time. We explore the nuts and bolts of the business side and also the human element of how Web3 is changing the way we interact with the things we love. This podcast is for the dreamers, disruptors, and doers who are pumped about this ecosystem and driving where it goes next.
What's up, everyone? Josh here at BTC Bar with our partners at Pizza Ninjas. I'm here with Trevor. What's going on here?
We're just kicking off today. I think people are flying in, but we're already going strong at the BTC Bar. We got a ton of partners. We got 5 days of events and parties, great activations, and a sick bar that we took over and made it very Bitcoin-y.
Absolutely. I remember this bar from the other two times I've been in Seoul. Yeah. It's a great spot, and it's totally transformed.
We did a whole build out. It was a lot of work. I landed at 4 a.m. yesterday and left here at midnight, and we got it going, and it looks fantastic. So.
All right, if you hear this on social, there's still time. We got 5 days to come by BTC Bar. What's the address?
Look up Wonderfruit. You got to go to luma.ma/BTC Bar. We got like 13 events. We're going 24/7, so... if you can get the address on the Luma page, again, lu.ma/BTC Bar. We're always going here. If you don't know where to go at any time, come here. There's going to be people hanging out, drinking, and talking about Bitcoin in the Oracles.
Of course, you guys are partnered with the BitLayer team. Who are the other partners putting on this whole week of events?
We have Stacks, so they're hosting the happy hour that we're at right now. We have Leather, the Bitcoin Wallet, BTC Startup Lab, Casual Crypto, Meta Arena, BTC Con. I'm just reading all the logos here. BitBoy.
There's a lot.
Bitflow, Bob, Alex. So we got a ton of partners for this event, and it's just great to bring everybody together to do something, larger than any one community. And I think that's how we grow together.
But this is part of a broader sort of mission to sort of spread the Bitcoin ecosystem gospel with your friends at BitLayer, Pizza Ninjas. You guys doing great events together. Proud to be partners. What else is going on? What's next?
I'm definitely here to, speak at KBW and BTC Con. There's some other Bitcoin events going on. I think people are starting to notice what's happening on Bitcoin, whereas typically KBW is very Ethereum focused, very like Web3. This is the first year where there's a lot happening around Bitcoin, and we're proud and excited to be part of that movement.
Cool. And then after this, Singapore?
Of course, Token 2049 is like 2 weeks away. So I'm stuck in Asia for 3 weeks here and excited to go to Singapore, the Ordinal Summit there. We're hosting a BTC Masquerade party, which is going to be amazing.
A masquerade party?
Masquerade party. It's at a sick venue. And this is like kind of the month to celebrate everything exciting in Asia and what a contributor it is to the broader crypto ecosystem. So we're happy to be here.
And what's the significance of Asia when it comes to the Bitcoin ecosystem and sort of the Pizza Ninja family?
We have a relatively small, tight-knit community here, but we're definitely interested in growing it because Korea has a huge Bitcoin ecosystem. They do have some of the biggest exchanges in the world here, and they love Bitcoin. They do a lot of volume here, and Korea is a generally innovative country, innovative culture in Asia, K-pop, K-dramas, esports, great technology here, Samsung, LG, all the names. It's great to be here in Korea because I think that it's really pound for pound one of the stronger crypto ecosystems in Asia, but it's one that you got to be on the ground to meet with and to grow it.
Absolutely. It's a close-knit, tight community. Definitely Korea Blockchain Week does a great job of getting everyone out here. We were just in Hong Kong together, and that was exciting and sort of a big milestone for the Bitcoin Ordinals ecosystem. And now we're breaking history again here in Seoul. So if you haven't come by, you definitely should. And if not, see us in Singapore. Hi everyone, Josh Krieger live at BTC Bar in Seoul, Korea. I'm here with Rena Shah, the COO and co-founder of Trust Machines. I don't think you've ever actually been officially on the show. We see each other a lot at fun events.
I guess I wasn't cool enough until now. I finally made the cut.
You've always been cool enough. So tell us a little bit about what's going on in sort of Trust Machines, and we'll get into Leather Wallet as well. What do folks need to know about Trust Machines and what you guys are up to these days?
So we've been building in stealth for quite some time, but there's a lot of cool things coming out on our end. Number one, Bitcoin is getting DeFi. We are getting ready to launch a Bitcoin DeFi protocol. We've been incubating it in stealth for almost a year now, but the kind of genesis is that everybody got wrecked by BlockFi and Celsius because it was not on chain. And if you ever wanted to bring Bitcoin DeFi on chain, you needed to do that with the platform that gave you that transparency. And so we're building on top of Stacks. We've launched a pretty interesting protocol. It does all of the pitfalls of DeFi that we have basically reworked. When you lend in DeFi, there are some protocols on the EVM side or Solana side, take your pick, that take the collateral that you've posted for your loan, reuses it for something else to generate more and more yields. They kind of yield farm with it. But if I'm going to put Bitcoin up, I don't want anyone touching my Bitcoin. I want to make sure that those coins are still mine at the end of the day.
100%.
So we decided to architect our protocol a little bit different. We're using DLCs, discrete long contracts. So the idea of only the protocol and the borrower has access to that contract where that Bitcoin is stored. And so it's a really secure mechanism so that you have the safety and kind of comfort of, when I put collateral, I'm not going to liquidate you. The protocol will not liquidate you until it absolutely has to, and it will only liquidate until you're solvent. So just that threshold that you need, not all of it. And it's a very borrow-friendly mentality. Kind of the other aspect that I love about the protocol, off-chain notification systems. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely been wrecked on Aave because I did not top up fast enough because I didn't remember my smart contract was going to get wrecked. But we've designed a system to do notifications straight through Telegram or other chat apps.
That's great. So congrats on that. I'm sure a lot of hard work to get to this point.
Can I share one more cool thing going on?
Yeah, I had just a question first, though, on DeFi. Sort of how do you look at what you're doing in the Bitcoin DeFi space versus these other DeFi protocols popping up and everything? And what's your overall perspective on the potential for all these different players to coexist and sort of have a multiple sort of platform DeFi approach to Bitcoin?
I think Bitcoin is always going to need different layers to access DeFi. People are going to have their own interpretation of what DeFi is. Some people want the more kind of custodial model of I just want to lend, borrow from a trusted third party. Some people want it fully on chain. Some people want different L2s. Some people only want native Bitcoin with Lightning. I think there's room for everyone to kind of grow this ecosystem together. The most important aspect of it, from my perspective, is there's $1 trillion in Bitcoin and no one's using it. Let it be used. Let it kind of give on-chain liquidity to folks. It really breaks my heart that over the last some years, I've held Bitcoin, but I couldn't take a loan out against it in an on-chain way. What if you are a farmer in Vietnam who has Bitcoin, one of the largest holding countries of Bitcoin, and they just want access to the dollar, whether it's via stable coins or some other means? This is the only way we can actually move society forward, by having financial access to all. And so for me, kind of bringing all the different players into Bitcoin DeFi is a rewarding experience, and I think there's room for everybody.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And speaking of what breaks one's heart, for me, it's folks in the U.S. where I'm based that have sort of traditional savings accounts and aren't taking advantage even of the money market rates that are out there, right?
Totally.
So inflation 20%. If you're not sort of using, financial instruments, you lost 20% of your money overnight because you had that 0.025% interest rate from,
Exactly.
X large bank, fill in the blank, right? So I think, I could relate to what you're saying there in terms of leveraging your assets, right? That's what it's all about.
Even like if you were to take it a step further, as Americans, we get hit with taxes on everything under the sun. Like, let's be honest with crypto. But when you're going into DeFi, if you're locking up Bitcoin, taking a loan, and you're going to pay back that loan, it may not be a taxable event because you're locking and then pulling back. You did not trade or move the asset. So that's kind of a instant liquidity event that people should be able to take advantage of.
Yeah, very good point. And you had another fun fact about Trust Machines?
Yeah, it's not on the DeFi. So like Trust Machines builds a lot of different products on Bitcoin. One will be kind of centered around Bitcoin DeFi. The second is on the domain side. We've acquired a TLD. It's called .locker, and we are actually doing the entire .btc domains, kind of bringing that namespace to kind of a Web2 world. And so if I was to own Rena.locker, I bought it on GoDaddy. That's my website. I can do what I want, build a portfolio, show the world. Who cares? It also doubles as my Bitcoin wallet. It's Arena.locker. You can send me BTC or nulls, anything like that. But it's the only solution that actually works with ICANN that they're actually in sync. So Web 2 bridges to Web 3 seamlessly, one stop.
All right. Well, we have other domains right now, and I think we definitely need our Edge of NFT BTC domain. So
I got you.
All right. Awesome. Congrats on that. That's also big news that you just kind of slide out there. but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of people, you can think of like restaurants, they're going to be taking BTC. You might want to sort of have their domain, right? It's sort of can be a real badge of honor for sort of organizations that are sort of fully on board with accepting Bitcoin.
I think every person, business, DAO community will have to have an on-chain persona. And it might as well be on Bitcoin.
Yeah, and then you have your wallet ready to go. And then let's talk about speaking of wallets. Thank you for the segue. Let's talk about Leather Wallet. What's going on there?
So Leather has been going through a whole kind of reformative transformation. We have completely redesigned the UI to be super beginner friendly. All of these like incremental steps is leading up to our mobile launch, probably at the end of the year, and it will be so easy that my mom will be able to download Leather and not even realize that Bitcoin is running under the background.
That's Android, iPhone,
things like that. And it's like we've really designed it in a way that's intuitive for like a normal human being, not a cypherpunk or anything like that. But the idea of we created an integrated dApp store so that all of your Bitcoin dApps are in one place. So the idea of your Bitcoin goes with you. You are mobile. Bitcoin is a way of life. And so when you think about, I want to get some money out of my Bitcoin alone, the lending protocol is there. I want to pick up some beautiful pieces of Bitcoin art. Then there'll be an integration with Gamma or Magic Eden. Like all of these things should just be in your singular place for your home for Bitcoin.
Cool. And so some of the technology that you're building on Trust Machine side will be fully integrated. So will I be able to eventually, get my BTC domain from the wallet?
100%. You should be able to do everything from Leather. Like Leather is more than just a Bitcoin wallet. It really is like a Bitcoin lifestyle. If you believe that Bitcoin is a part of your everyday life, your fabric for your on-chain identity or Web3 connection, whatever you want to call it, Leather is going to be there for you.
Very cool. And if folks want to sort of stay in touch, obviously these are upcoming milestones, so they're going to need to follow you guys on social to get the latest, and that's going to be what handles?
Leather.btc on that one, or trustmachines.co, and then mine is just my name.
All right, Rena, it's fun to hang out with you at this BTC Bar brunch. Shout out to BitLayer, Pizza Ninjas for hosting us today, and congrats on all the building. Looking forward to seeing these things come to fruition.
Thank you so much.
And now for a quick word from our sponsor before we dive into the next segment. Are you ready to take your sports predictions to the next level? Look no further than Maincard.io, the fantasy management platform that's taking the blockchain world by storm. With Maincard, every card is a ticket to excitement. You can predict sport outcomes, trade cards in the marketplace, and challenge opponents in thrilling weekly duels. And don't wait. Head to Maincard.io now and start earning rewards with your NFTs, because it pays to be early. And now back to today's episode.
What's up, everyone? This is Josh Krieger here live at BTC Bar. also known as Wonderfruit, with one of the original co-founders of the bar, CJ. It's good to be back. This place, I have nostalgia. This was one of the first places I went on my tour of Seoul 2 years ago, and you guys have been open and things are going well.
Yeah, it's been great. And then I'm glad that we have this BTC Bar right now for all the crypto people and Bitcoin guys. And it's already Monday, just brunch time, and it seems like everyone's having a great time. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. There's orange everywhere, and you guys have a hookah lounge, and I remember the arcade games. So what's it been like sort of running a bar? I know this was just a fun side hustle that you and some friends did. What's been the experience?
It's been good. Nothing too much, but it was just friends and family thing. We come out to Apgujeong, we just hang out here and do stuff. But other than that, it's great to see our community people and crypto boys all come up here and hanging out here. It's great. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So for all the entrepreneurs out there that decide, what the heck, I'm going to start a bar. Well, what's your advice?
Well, I mean, for the bar, there should be big concept, and then it's just crypto community as well. This is community. And then regional community, and plus whomever you would like to host here, it has to feel you like to host and you want to be part of this community. I think that's the key feature of the bar. And it's weird that of course a lot of my friends they come and hang out at this bar before pre-game to after hours, but it happened to be they're all into this digital AI and IT and the crypto industry. So we are actually really debating fully changing this bar into Bitcoin bar. So Bitcoin ATM to Bitcoin drinks, Bitcoin payments. So yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. Yeah.
All right, a little bit of alpha. Thanks for joining us, CJ. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
The views and opinions expressed on Edge of NFT reflect solely those views and opinions of the show hosts and its guests. Please make sure to do your own research. Our show is not financial advice. You understand that you are using any and all information available on or through this podcast at your own risk. Whenever making financial decisions, we recommend doing your own research and talking to your accountant for financial advice. From time to time, we may feature sponsored content on the show for which we receive value, and we may share links for which we receive a commission if you make a purchase through one of those links. Refer to our website, www.edgeofnft.com, for our full disclaimer, terms and conditions, and privacy policy.